This is Get 5 Bass. We're here at the Bass Mafia Grand opening. We're here with Greg Hackney and Hank Huggins from Bass Mafia. And guys, why don't you just tell us a little bit, what's going on here and what you guys have going on. And Greg, I know we'll have some questions for you as you start preparing for next year's season and kind of what's going on. But Hank, why don't you kind of just give us a run through of your store and what you guys are planning on doing here and what you have to offer.
Today's a good day. We're out here with the grand opening. We got a lot of, all the top-notch rods. We got Dobbins, Skeet Reese, all Denali rods, everything. And we're getting a weigh-in here in just a little bit for the high school teams. The Dover team's gonna have a big tournament weigh-in. It's exciting to have them come out. It's exciting to be a part of these kids' day, and looking forward to getting everybody through the store. We're running a 15% off today, but overall we're looking to get our name out there and grow our store today and grow our customer base a little bit.
Okay, now you guys are located right here on Parkway. It's just right down from the lake.
You bet.
I guess for locals that are coming through Lake Dardanelle, I guess those of us that are familiar with the Oweta boat ramp, I guess you just hang a left at the stoplight and you head down the road and you get to the Bass Mafia store. It's right here on your right. You can't miss it with all the windows.
That's right.
But anything else that you guys know of that is coming up, or?
Not right now. This is kind of our blowout right here at the end of the fall season. I know fishing, everybody's got deer hunting on their mind, but we're getting ready for next year. We're looking to blow up this spring with a bunch of new lines and some new baits we got coming out. Got a lot of Strike King in. Got a lot of Strike King that's going to be hitting the shelf in January and February. We're kind of holding back on some of that stuff right now, but looking forward to next year.
Okay, well, cool.
I think the biggest thing is, Lake Dardanelle is a big tournament. Lots of tournaments going here throughout the year, starting, in February, going through now. There are a couple, big team championships coming up later this fall. I think like the latter part of this month, and and occasionally even the Elite Series comes to Lake Dardanelle, and it's really good to have a tackle store like this here in this area where you can get the good stuff. You know what I'm saying? I mean, there have been tackle stores. I'll be honest, we've never been to a tackle store in this area before because they really didn't have what you needed, and here now with Bass Mafia Tackle being here, and you know what? Hey, if you want a custom motorcycle, they got those too. So, I mean, how can you beat that? You can look good, go fast, and get the baits that you need to get.
There you go. Now, Greg, you got tournaments coming up here this next year, and what are you doing to prepare for that? And just kind of what are your plans?
Well, we actually start our season off in February with the Bassmaster Classic, and that'll be the next tournament that I fish. And I've spent a lot of time here recently, pre-fishing for it, just getting ready. I say a goal every year for me. Normally when I start deer hunting, it's hard for me to fish anymore. Fishing goes down, but the goal for me this year, even once I start deer hunting, I've been trying to put it off as long as possible. I'm gonna fish at least one day a week, all winter long. In theory, that sounds good. Probably won't happen, but I am fishing a lot. I fish 2 or 3 days a week, and just trying to kind of stay in tune. Other benefit now, I'm originally from Southeast Arkansas, the Star City area, and for the past 10 years I've lived in Louisiana. Classic will take place 50 minutes from my house, and so I've already spent more time, I guess, pre-fishing for this classic than any one of the other the other classics, and I've enjoyed it. So I don't know, it's kind of a win-win for me. I'm getting to fish on a really good body of water, and I'm also getting to pre-fish for the Bassmaster Classic. So I'm pretty pumped, ready for deer season. I do my deer hunting in Southeast Arkansas on the Mississippi River, so life is good for me right now.
So you got any predictions for yourself here going into the Classic? I mean, where do you kind of see, what do you feel like you've got coming up that is
I see a couple really, really big deer being killed, and then maybe a Classic trophy. It's one of those tournaments. The Classic it's funny. There'll only be 50 of us there. It's really a hard tournament to win because it is by far the best 50 in the world, that have qualified for the Classic. But do I have an advantage? I feel like it. I want, my biggest goal for this Classic is to be the most prepared guy there, regardless of the finish. How it turns out, I don't want to make any mistakes, but I want to know that body of water like I knew my own body of water. I can about go to the Arkansas River in the Dumas area and the old Arkansas River with my eyes closed, and the White River in that area, and I spent my whole life there, the first 25 years of my fishing career. So my goal is to know that area around New Orleans the same way, and like I said, I go 2 or 3 days a week, and I'm freaking pumped. I'm gonna bring it. I promise you.
Well, there you go, Greg. We wish you the best of luck in Classic, and Hank, we know that you guys are pumped up about having your store open and the big grand opening here today, and everybody looks forward to stopping in and seeing what you guys have to offer. So take it easy.
See you.